Mrs. Owl again. Oh no, it's Mrs. Wilson. Well, I've managed to find another owl book, seeing though I was dressed as an owl today. It's called Oola, the Owl Who Lost Her Hoot. Oh, I hope this is good to be a sad story. Oola was tired after playing all night. Hoot, hoot, it's bedtime, she cried as she flew through the trees back to her nest. It was nearly dawn and the forest was waking up, but Oola could only think about her cosy bed. There's Oola, because owls are nocturnal, aren't they? That means they sleep during the day and they come out during the night. Safely home, Oola smiled at Mummy Owl, gently tucked her under a mossy blanket. Sleep tight, little one, said Mummy Owl. Love you, Mum, said Oola in a tired little voice. There's Oola having a cuddle from her Mummy Owl. Owla frowned. Oola frowned. Try as she might, she could not hoot. Don't worry, said Mummy Owl. You've been flying and calling so much you've lost your hoot. Now get some rest, my dear. To-woo, to-woo. You've tired yourself out. To-woo. Say night-night, Oola. Oola was too worried to sleep. How can I have lost my hoot? She wondered. I know, it must have been while I was playing. I'll fly back and find it. Oola waited until Mummy Owl wasn't looking. Then she flew silently into the forest. There she goes, flying off, looking for her hoot. Wow, this is amazing, thought Oola. She had never flown in the daylight before, and everything looked bright and exciting. The sun filled the sky with smudges of yellow and gold, and the trees were 100 shades of green. Below her, beautiful flowers covered the ground like a patchwork quilt. Oola swooped down to take a closer look. There's the trees and the sun shining up there, look, and pretty flowers. I wish I had flowers like that in my garden. She saw a tiny brown mouse. I've lost my hoot, whispered Oola. Have you found it? Squeak, 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 said the mouse. Oola took a deep breath. Wheep, wheep. No, that's not my hoot, she thought. The mouse giggled and scampered into the bushes. There's the mouse, look. She's not found Oola's hoot, has she? Oola flew on towards the pond. Maybe her hoot was there. On the water's edge, Oola saw something green and speckled. Can you guess what it is? It's a wide-mouthed frog, sitting on a giant lily pad. I've lost my hoot, whispered Oola. Have you found it? The frog looked at Oola, puffed himself up and croaked. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Oola was so startled, she nearly jumped out of her feathers. Oh my, thought Oola. She opened her beak as wide as she could. Hibbit, hibbit, she croaked. No, that's not my hoot, said Oola. Her voice was so quiet that the frog could hardly hear her. Oola carried on through the forest until she saw a bendy-legged grasshopper jumping in the grass. There he is, little insect, look. I've lost my hoot, whispered Oola. Have you found it? The grasshopper looked at Oola and bowed so high he nearly poked her in the eye. Chirrup, 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 he said. Oola was determined not to give up. She opened her beak and hirrup, hirrup. No, that's not my hoot either, she thought. Oola was very tired, but she did have to find her hoot. Oh, she looks a bit tired and a bit confused. She's still not found her hoot. The mouse didn't have it, the frog didn't have it, and the grasshopper certainly didn't have it. I know, I'll look by the stream, thought Oola. When she reached the stream, Oola saw a yellow duck. The duck said hello with a loud quack, 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 quack. Poor Oola didn't need to ask. That's definitely not my hoot, she sighed. And at that moment, Oola heard a gentle woo, to woo, to woo sound. That's mine, she thought. But where is it? Is it Oola? Or is it maybe something in the tree, look? There's another owl. I wonder who it is. The duck quacked again, only this time it was even louder. Quack, 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 quack. and he waved his wings towards the tallest tree in the forest. Do you think it's Oola's mummy? Oola set off, and as she flew, the hoot got louder and louder. To-woo, 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 to-woo! Sitting alone at the top of a very big tree, she found a big brown owl. Oh, I don't think it is mummy, is it? It's one we haven't seen. Hoot, hoot, to hoot, woo, said the owl. It was the loudest, hootiest hoot Oola had ever heard. That must be man, thought Oola, and she opened her beak. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Nothing. Oola started to cry. The big brown owl thought for a moment. Have you lost your hope, little owl? He asked. Oola nodded. Well, don't cry, you can share mine. Try hooting with me. The big brown owl coughed and took a deep breath and hooted at the top of his voice. To-woo! Twit-to-woo! Twit-to-woo! Oola coughed, took a deep breath, and still nothing. Try again, said the big brown owl. So Oola coughed, took a big deep breath, and hoot, hoot, hoot! She gasped. I found it! Thank you, brown owl! She's tweeting, hooting, to-wooting. Oola couldn't wait to get back to the nest and tell Mummy Owl she'd found her hoot. She flew through the forest, hooting as she went, swept past the trees, to-woo, past the pond and the stream, twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo, and finally she was home. Twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo! Mummy Owl was sitting inside the nest. Where have you been, Oola? She asked. I've been so worried about you. I went searching for my hoot and I found it, said Oola proudly. Mummy Owl laughed and gave Oola a big owl hug. Thank goodness you're home, she said. I've been calling you all day. I've nearly lost my hoot. Don't worry, Mum, Oola said with a loud twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo. You can always share mine. Oh, that's kind. Mummy's been hooting all day to find Oola that she's lost her hoot, but Oola's found hers and she said she could share it. I think that might be the end of the story. Oh, here we go. The end. There's a picture of the treetops, look, and the sun. I think maybe the sun is going down because it's maybe nearly bedtime again for us, but it wouldn't be bedtime for the owls, would it? I think Oola might not be out tonight. She might not be feeling very nocturnal. And you know, some of the children in our class drew some amazing pictures of some owls while we were outside one week. It would be great if you could draw a picture of an owl. I love this owl because it looks like it's made out of fancy fabric, and this one's just a simple one. Perhaps if you drew a picture of an owl, you could make up a few sentences about it, or even talk about how Oola found her hoot. Okay, bye guys, twoo for now, twit to woo.